The direct connection with the people involved in the war in Donbass seems quite sectarian and dangerous to me. This is particularly due to certain testimonies of people who, for instance, transferred their barracks to Allatra. It seems that once you're deep in it, you are encouraged to make a sacrifice, and you are actually pleased to do so. You're convinced that you are going to save the world, and believe that's just how it's going to be. Now we are touching on apocalyptic themes. According to Allatra and their teachings, in 2 years there will be a nuclear war. If it doesn't occur, they will postpone it to the year 2035 or 36. It's like the end of the world, Armageddon, and you just have to prepare for it. They've gradually pushed it forward in various ways. The leaders continually say that there is simply not enough time left, and a climate disaster is threatening. They exploit the climate disaster, although they don't actually believe in ecology. They don't believe in environmentalism. On the contrary, they label it as the work of Satan. They claim that healing the planet is as simple as being at peace and in harmony with ourselves. But that's not a realistic way to combat climate change. It's absolutely absurd. This typical approach is often utilized by neo-fundamentalists seen in Mormonism and the like. They highlight the climate disaster but reject established methods of combating it. They dismiss solutions like ecology, environmentalism, waste sorting, solar panels, and don't propose any alternative solutions. At least if they had some ideas, but for them it's all about harnessing energy to create a fancifully beautiful world. Here lies a dangerous trait: transferring assets and giving substantial financial amounts to the movement. This is classic behavior for a sect, but the problem is that these people actually do it voluntarily, sometimes psychologically pressured, but what can we do about it? Consider how extreme this sect is. Remember the Ukrainians who were already in the Donbass region back in the day, right when Crimea was taken. That's when the disputes began, and this movement was somehow connected to the whole thing. It served as a propaganda tool for the Russian regime and helped to undermine Western influence. For this, they were partially expelled from Ukraine. Danilov relocated to Slovakia, expanded to the Czech Republic, and they seem to have a strong influence in this region. I have my suspicions about them, but I haven't found many professional sources, so I'll withhold judgment for now. They're connected to another so-called pro-Russian esoteric sect that tried to commit mass suicide. I'm not saying that it's exactly the same group. It was led by a woman. But there are interesting connections, which I plan to describe in detail in the next video. I wonder if you've heard of any other background to this movement, or any experience with it, and if you've encountered any crazy things. The problem is they copy most narratives and they use all religious language. Take the name Allatra, for instance. Allat is a goddess in Islam. That's a beautiful concept because Allat, I use it too because it's a symbol against Allah. It is a symbol of the opposite of Allah. Allah was a god, and Allat is the feminine form of that. Also, it's the name of one of the 3 goddesses initially recognized by Muhammad in the satanic verses and later revoked. So it's a significant goddess and a symbol of the fight for feminism in the Islamic world. The Egyptian god Ra is, of course, a symbol, and this could be related to some practice of Kemetism,